Hi, my name is Rodrigo Espinoza. I'm a BA student at the Universidad Pedagógica del Estado de Sinaloa. I'm studying the BA in ELT. I'm in the fourth semester, and as part of the requirements for one of the classes we're taking, um, reflexive practice, I'm going to be talking a little bit about how a video or video recording and self-monitoring can help teachers enhance their teaching practices. There are a few questions that I'm supposed to answer, and this is the first one. It says, what aspects of a lesson would you be most interested in studying using a video recording of a lesson? Well, video recording a lesson, a class, provides researchers with broader opportunities for observation. First, the possibility to watch the video as many times as you need it. Another relevant aspect to consider is that the reviewing opportunities are more visual. Different from audios or notes, videos provide information related to context, information that you can see and infer from the context, participants, performances, body language, and several other aspects that audio or notes will not provide. The second question, do you think a video recording of a lesson can be used to assess a teacher's teaching? Why or why not? Of course, video recording a class will certainly provide participants the opportunity to observe their performances, learners, teachers interaction, how they react to certain activities, despite the fact that they do it or not, how they seem to feel regarding the class ongoing situation and some other aspects that are not visible, or noticeable on notes or in an audio. Baylis, Curtis, and Noonan in 2001 state that it serves to throw weaknesses into relief, but it also reveals teaching strengths and highlights the ongoing struggle we have to define ourselves professionally. Self-monitoring is a personal form of observing our lessons, but how objective might this be if the observer or an observee is the same teacher, the same person? Of course, a professional endeavoring to self-monitor his classes is, hopefully, committed for personal improvement. Considering this, a teacher can ask a peer to help him review his performance. It is possible that if the teacher is the same person observed, he might oversee some relevant aspects from his teaching, perhaps not intentionally. However, in order to avoid this possibility, a peer's participation might be of help. The next question says, what questions do you have about your teaching as you watch your students learning in this lesson? Well, there are plenty of questions I should be asking myself about my teaching because, as we know, not everything works as we plan. We never perform as we're supposed to. It's quite difficult to really follow a lesson plan. And, there are several questions on my mind as I teach. One of the most frequent refers to learners' acquisition. Do they really learn? Do they really comprehend my instructions? What can I do to raise their interests? These are just three questions that are usually on my mind, and hopefully I will find the answer. I know some of the answers, but hopefully I will improve these doubts within myself. There's another question, number 4, which is kind of similar to the previous one. It says, what puzzles you about what you see? What are you unsure of? As commented in the previous question, there are aspects of my teaching, students, class environment, and other issues that are a concern. For example, are my students learning the target language, or in my teaching situation, to the course that I'm teaching, that is students preparing for the IELTS exam, are the exam strategy techniques we practice in the classroom good enough for them? Are they really into learning, or is it just a profile they present inside the class? Why some of them are somehow shy or too serious? Regarding the uncertainness, these previous questions intrigue me. If the previous questions had a negative response regarding language learning, it could possibly mean that something is not working appropriately within my classes. Is it? Might be. In order to respond to the previous questions, I will have to conduct research designed to respond to respond such inquiries. Question number 5. What aspects of the students' learning do you want to better understand? It is important to understand several aspects from our students, and according to research in Farrell, 2005, the following aspects I would like to understand better from my learners. For example, their performance, language use, including fluency, accuracy, appropriateness, register, and pronunciation. Another aspect mentioned is interactional skills, which is a relevant topic to learn about. How do they open or close conversations? Are they just acting their performances, or are they really putting some of their real knowledge into practice? Question number 6. Why do you think things are happening as they are on tape? My lesson was not far from planned. Nevertheless, it is of general knowledge that, at least from those teachers who lesson plan, that such lesson plans do not always occur as they are planned. A specific situation occurred as one of the learners commented on a topic related to students' concerns in educational context. This situation disturbed time allocation. This student A, commented that peer work was not an appropriate activity, at least in the university she studies. Then student B responded that the task was not the problem, that it was usually participants' attitudes that influence the development of such activities. This was such a great topic to talk about, and they made it a debate, which I allowed it, but somehow it took more time that I planned to. Of course, the topic was argued in the target language, which was somehow interesting for me. Things happen for several reasons: lack of lesson planning, perhaps, inappropriate lesson planning, or activities sometimes become or go out of hand, sometimes in interesting ways and interesting and productive ways that they need or have to be allowed. It says, question number 7, what speculation that this raised about students learning and your own teaching? Referring to this specific class, the advanced level at the Language Center from the Universidad Autónoma de Sinaloa, I imagine that some of these students may have different interests, as it is common in most classes. Thus, the class should be addressing a multitask activity where alternative tasks might be suitable for different students. Regarding my teaching practice, I assume I will have to put more effort into identifying my learners' interests, learning types, and a few other aspects that will modify my lessons, the way these lessons are planned and executed. Question number 8. What do you think about your teaching that you're interested in verifying? I believe that the way I interact with my learners is appropriate. I would like to verify that. And one aspect that I also know about my performances is that I know that I speak too fast. My speaking pace is fast. However, I identified the situation a long time ago. I would like to verify if as I say I do, I change my pace while I'm teaching. Do I? Well, I do. I actually do. I saw it in the video, and I do. But sometimes I lose track of my speaking pace and I go fast. I really need to improve that. These are just two aspects I would like to verify from my teaching. There are, of course, several aspects to check, but at the moment, these two are of my particular interest. Again, my name is Rodrigo Espinoza, a BA student at the Universidad Pedagógica del Estado de Sinaloa. Thank you for watching.